Hey, hello, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. In the last episode, we finally took down the griffin that was terrorizing the area near around White Orchard. After doing so, we went back to the Nilfgaard garrison, where we learned that Yennefer was actually in a place called Vizima, only about a day's travel away. So we went back and told Vesemir what we heard back at the tavern, but we ended up getting into a scuffle with some more of the local thugs. Fight broke out and actually quite a bit of bloodshed happened. After that, we decided best we leave and not turn back. But as we did, we were greeted by Nilfgaard soldiers at the door, and walking her way through the crowd of soldiers was in fact Yennefer. So we rode back towards Vizima, but we got attacked on the way there by what seems to possibly be the Wild Hunt that first appeared in Geralt's dream at the start of the game. So, we're here now. We've been cleaned, we've been shaved, and now we must be clothed. So, which outfit are we going to choose here? We've got three choices. And, definitely not that one. These ones, the edge ones kind of look the same. What's the difference? I'm not seeing. Oh, one's got like stripes, and one hasn't. I think this one. Let's go with this one. And let's go ahead and put these clothes on. There we go. So, now we're about to have a formal audience with Emir.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
I suppose so. It's as good as it's gonna get, I think.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Of course we know how to bow.
I'm not some boor. I know how to bow.
Please, demonstrate.
There we go.
That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a street corner, not to the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Oh God. How have I already forgotten? I knew I had to memorize it as well. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Well, at least we got the formation right, so.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch magnificency.
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your
So
Majesty
very-
will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Very nice looking keep though. Let's take a quick look at these armors. Ooh. Very nice. Very grandiose. Okay. Let's go.
Grimi eb aardketsen. Dijven aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var Emreis.
Bow.
Because we're Carol.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep do orde.
Avelien namen, vatgen favor.
Down to business.
So many months at Foltest Court. Yet you still haven't mastered the basics of etiquette.
Know what they say? Can't teach an old wolf new tricks. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The wild hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
Okay. That's pretty big news.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Yeah. Let's not mess about. We need info.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
The gentleman will not understand. Did I not emphasize adequately that one must bow to the Emperor?
Oh, you made it
Relax.
very
Nothing
clear.
happened.
To the gentleman. But I shall be punished.
How?
Please keep close and bother no one. We've had enough breaches of etiquette for one day. And it's past noon.
Calm yourself.
Geralt bows to no one. You should know this.
I'm Herivard the Second, Prince of
seen us
Helanga.
rather
Not
Novigrad?
only am I
Yeah.
made to wait here like
A
some
name.
supplement.
There's that guy from earlier. Can we talk? Oh, we can talk to him.
Mind if I interrupt?
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Know a thing or two about that.
Care to explain?
Never changes. I try to stay out of things, stand aside. Then comes an urgent summons, and an offer I can't refuse. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject?
We talked to the Emperor.
So, talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No. But I wager it's an ordinary witch's contract.
Some werebubs. See ya.
Whereabouts?
Soon, mind you.
Request.
God, he's obsessed with the phrase.
Wel,
See you soon, isn't he?
katten af. Twee glijden. Er zit ja, best maar streken.
Ninta mea deitra.
This is very pretty. I'm stopping here.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Okay. Let's go have a chat with Yennefer
Yes?
about all
Then
this.
transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
Ready me. Directly out of Nordling tales. Inconceivable.
Okay.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
All grown up.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't? Not a bit?
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt, before the Wild Hunt does.
Yeah, what do they want with her? That's like an unanswered question so far.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address.
Fair.
I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
Okay, so whereabouts? What do we know so far?
So where's Ciri been seen exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
Caer Trold. I like doing optional dialogues just to hear what they have to say.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback.
We don't need
as
any
soon
more
as I can get
magic being
changed.
done.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there.
No,
And
I heard
Geralt,
him.
I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Ah, she still loves me. Despite the whole amnesia thing. I think that's referencing the... obviously the previous games and story. So Ambassador Varatra.
Ambassador Varatra? Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
Alright, yeah, we need a little rundown of what's going on. Okay. So how is the war going so far?
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoy, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of two weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
Smart by them. But also tragic at the same time for the people that they attacked. What about Kovir?
What about Kovir?
Kovir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir Var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
Okay. So we'll talk about Velen.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well, avoid him.
The first mention of the Bloody Baron, I think. I don't think he was mentioned yet. It just goes to show how much I pay attention if he has. Okay, so what about Novigrad?
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
And finally, Skellige.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Alright, so that gives you a little rundown of the surrounding regions and territories. So, thank you very much.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
I'm seeing glowy spots from a chest over here. Oh. My dear friend, if you're reading this, it means you found the chest I mentioned in my previous letter. You'll be pleased to know its contents belong to you. After I spoke with the Emperor regarding additional resources to aid in your quest, he was willing to part with these items from his personal collection. Although he was stubbornly cryptic regarding their origins, he did mention they were diplomatic gifts from distant kingdoms. The tiger armor is specifically designed to suit a Western ruler, obviously Emir in this case. It was forged in the ancient style of a blacksmith who stole the secrets of its construction from their gods, or so the legend goes. The swords, to my eye, resemble a Redanian saber, though I'm no expert. These blades supposedly once belonged to a hero of myth and mystery. The man forged a pact with a vixen spirit, and through her blessing was granted the ability to slay the monsters that had long plagued his village. As you'll notice, he carried both a steel and silver sword, a fact I thought might pique your interest. Unfortunately, legends are all I can offer. As I said, Amira is stingy with the details, even more so than usual. It's a shame because I must admit I haven't the faintest idea where they might originate. That being said, I do believe Zeracania and Ophia can safely be ruled out. Dear friend, I trust you will appreciate my efforts to help. Use these gifts as you see fit. I hope they will hasten your search for that which we have lost. Your friend, Yennefer. Okay, so we also had this letter here. Let's see. My dear friend, I had a feeling we wouldn't have a chance to talk before Vizima, so I leave you this message. I know there is much we both wish to say, but there will come a time for that later. In any case, a letter is no place to broach topics of such importance to us both. So why I write you now? You have something waiting for you at the Royal Palace in Vizima. Consider it a gift from Emir and myself. You can pick it up at your leisure after your audience with him. When you exit the throne room, simply follow the covered walkway in the courtyard, turning right at the corner, and take the first door on your left. You'll be inside a chamber with a fireplace. Take the door in the back right to the adjoining room. There under the window you'll find the chest with your gift. But in case these directions prove too complicated for you, I'm certain the Chamberlain would not hesitate to lead you there himself. Expert tracker that you are, however, I expect you'll manage. Your friend, Yennefer. So we'll have a look at what those things are in particular once we unlock the ability to use our inventory again after we get our belongings back from the Chamberlain.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
To what end, though? Do you know what I mean? Like, she's been gone from for so long. It only seems to hint that his intentions aren't completely pure. Okay, so these gifts that we got from Yennefer and Emir, they're very good, don't get me wrong, but they also require us to be level 11, so there's no way we can equip these yet. However, there will come a point where we can, and when that time comes, we'll be sure to take a look at them and see how they compare to what we'll have then at the time. So let's equip our things. So that'd be the Viper Steel Sword, and I believe this sword here. Oh no. Maybe? Yes. It's the ones. Okay, cool. Alright.
Heard of the Vryheid Brigade? Your kind, sir. Non-humans.
Is that right? Nilfgaardian nobleman, what did you have to say? Oh, he just wants to play Gwent.
See you.
At some point. Not right now. We will, though. I'm definitely not going to alienate the minigame entirely. We will play some. Just not right now. Oh, look at this room, though. Is there anyone of note that we can speak to here?
Yes?
Oh, look at this throne. What's your story? Oh, it's just a courtier.
Nice, Tedatu.
Okay. So our next task, as indicated, is we're going to Velen next. So to switch to the continent view, press triangle. Okie dokie. All right. So this is the world map, and it is split into different regions that you can travel back and forth to. So back here is White Orchard, where we were previously exploring, And right now we are in the Royal Palace in Vizima. And our next stop is Velen No Man's Land. Former Temerian province of Velen has become a war-ravaged no man's land. So as mentioned by the ambassador before, this place has just been completely ransacked pretty much from armies walking through, destroying granaries and things like that, as he mentioned. He mentioned that this place has become overruled by an ex-Temerian, I think he mentioned, called the Bloody Baron, and he said to be careful and not to go there. But that might be out of our hands. We'll see. And as you can see, this map is considerably larger than White Orchard. Very much so. We've got some actual cities going on here, which will be really fun to explore eventually. But where we'll be starting is right in the heart of this island here, the Hanged Man's Tree.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
I love those little art flicks. 5 days travel to get to Velen, northern Temeria. Very morbid. But you don't cut those people down unless you want to be hanged yourself, apparently, as mentioned in a notice back in the White Orchard. Oh, but let's just take a second to take this in. They really nailed viewpoints. And just, yeah, they just nailed it, didn't they? Let's face it. Now, new area means more difficult encounters. Things are going to be a bit stronger, but at least we're familiar enough now with how to fight things, so we stand a better chance. Not so much these dogs, by the looks of it. They're still level 1, but trust me, we will start running into more difficult encounters here if we're not careful. There will be some parts of the map that have recommended levels to traverse. So making sure we're aware of the areas that we should and shouldn't be will be important to us staying alive. And I'll go over that real quick here. So if we go into the map, oh, never mind. I seem to remember there being a little UI prompt where when you hovered over certain parts it would say like recommended level so and so. Doesn't seem to be the case now, but I know they have done the next gen update and various other things since I last played, so there's a good chance that some things might have been tweaked or removed or changed slightly, but that's fine. I'm sure we'll get some sort of level reference at some point. We've also got recommended levels on the world map here, but not within the actual maps themselves. But that's fine. I'm sure we'll figure out. Anyhow, let's carry on. God, the roach really didn't want to walk back down that path then. So here is our first look into the destruction that's been laid waste through this area. Already very well apparent. So here we have a notice board. And you'll notice that this region in particular has a fair few notice boards, all with their own local pleads for help and just general flavour to help set the scene in this region. Now, I'm not going to interact with this one just yet, because our first mission was to head to the inn at the crossroads. But we will be back here, and we will make sure to examine all the notice boards and try to help out as much as we can to help bring a bit more order and peace to the world, one step at a time.
Step away. Chaplain's praying, can't you see?
Do not cast him out, Roderick. All may draw from the well of the Eternal Fire's grace. Approach, Witcher.
Okay. What's going on here? Eternal Fire Priest. Let's have a little chat.
What do you want?
Rejoice, for even a creature as depraved and base in nature as you can serve the glory of the Eternal Fire. Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
That's to be my good deed for the day?
A handsomely profitable one, I might add. I know your kind don't work for free.
That's all you need to know. Alright, if it means we're getting paid.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils. Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the Eternal Fire and all that.
Once I've incinerated the bodies, where'll I find you?
I shall be near the bridge to Novigrad.
Okay. Let's go deal with these mass graves before the necrophages get to them and it gets out of hand. Let's head to the one up north first. I thought that might have been wild dogs. It's just deer. We're good. Well, this not so much though. The ghouls have already made their way into the area. Okay.
Yeah, sure stinks like a mass grave. Now for the holy oils. They burn well.
Oh, we got double hit then. That was not great. Drink a swallow. Ouch. Oh, clean off. Okay. Now we set a light to these. Oh, never mind. Oh, we have to.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Now we set a fire to them. Okay. There we go. Got ahead of myself there. Okay, so that's 1 of 3. Let's head to the other ones. You okay, Rich? Oh, you're trying to climb a tree. Okay. That's not how horses work, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rich. Not today, buddy. Maybe some other day. Oh, we got a bear there. We don't need to disturb him right now. Oh, what is this? Rot Fiend. Okay. New enemy. Oh, they look like half a ghoul and half a drowner. Oh, back off. Okay, so these guys explode when... Oh, this dog did a number on me there. So rot fiends, as you saw then, when you get them low enough, they'll explode. And I think if you're close enough when that happens, then you'll take damage from the explosion. Can you... Oh, you can press triangle to punch. Okay. It's good to know. Okay, we took quite a few hits there though, so we'll drink some water. Start to heal that back up. What I should probably do actually is meditate to regain some supplies. Here we go. However, I haven't done so. We've left enough time for more wild dogs to wander into the area. Oh, I dodged into him. That wasn't a great idea. Here we go. Okay. Sprinkle some fluids.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Here we go.
Come on.
Alright, one more. As the sun begins to set.
Run, Roach.
So we're on episode... What is it? I think it's like 6 now. I'd be interested to know if any of you have been following the whole way so far, or if you just watch a little bit here and there. Either or is greatly appreciated. Any kind of viewership I hugely appreciate, so whoever you are watching this, I just want to say thank you again for tuning in and giving me a little bit of your time. Much appreciated. I appreciate that for some, like an hour episode is a little bit too long, which is, you know, perfectly understandable. However, I do believe that in doing so
If it ain't that fucking priest, it's corpse eaters. I'm done with this damn town.
A priest?
We'd agreed to meet as usual, just a larger delivery. Good customer, I thought. Then they whipped out blades.
Gives a good amount of time to be able to fit in like a nice chunky amount of content. So, at the final one here, we're fighting alongside this shady looking character. So, let's see what he has to say.
We still talking about a priest of the eternal fire?
I'd say so. Beat-stained pricks can't be trusted. This one had ordered premium-grade fist tech from me 3 times, everything perfect, but the 4th, his man came at us with knives, sought to knock us out of trade. Shoved me in that ditch with the corpses. Must have thought the ghouls would take care of the rest.
And to make sure, he hired a witcher to burn the bodies, destroy any evidence.
A witcher? Meaning you? So what now?
Nothing. Didn't pay me to burn the living.
Oh, thank the gods it's true what they say. Though mutants, you live by a code. Oh, thank you, Witcher.
So, the priest has been buying drugs, and then killing the dealer.
Now for a shot of Igni.
And getting people to essentially destroy... Oh god, I set myself on fire. Destroy all evidence of this. So, yeah. This Eternal Fire organization is a little bit corrupt, if you ask me. So let's return back to him and put him straight, because this world is bad enough without people like this making things even worse. 100%. Look at that sunset though, man. Look at the colors. So nice. It's nice to be in a new region as well, or new areas to explore, and just taking the sights of. Each path just its own little piece of art. Oh, these guys are level 9. Okay, this need to definitely be careful here against these guys. They'll hit hard for sure. So we need to have eyes at the back of our head. Make sure we're not getting approached from behind. Just one down. Oh, we just cut off his arm there.
Well, how long you gonna make me
nasty.
Wait?
Oh, there's someone on the horse. Nah, that gets him off nicely though. Oh, we could have gone for an execution there, but I was too slow. Never mind. We could try on this one though. Oh, no. Wouldn't let me do it that time either. Okay, that went quite well. Roach is a little bit distressed though, which is understandable. Cage key. Okay. Some pure silver. Nice. Okay. We like that. One step closer to that Viper silver sword.
Look from his store by the bridge across the Pontar. Got goods for the army mostly, but I'll make an exception for you.
Alright. Saltpeter, nice. I saw another bandit on a horse up here, so let's deal with him. See if we can get the execution on this one. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. Oh, there's so many.
Come on.
Well, why am I punching? Okay, I'm just gonna beat this guy to death apparently. Sure. Let's do it. Okay, you can't parry blades with your fists, that's fair. Woo! Speaking of blades, we just picked up a few. Magic item. Chance to cause bleeding, okay. So that's replacing our Viper sword. And for 1 damage, are we really gonna trade that pretty good bonus to poison? The thing is with this, is that once we repair this sword, it will deal more damage than this anyway, I believe. Maybe not. But still, I think I'd rather keep the buffs from the Viper sword rather than this basic sword. So that's what we're gonna do. God, Roche, you are a nightmare today. Trying to climb everything. Are you good? Oh, you're good. Okay. Thought it might have been trouble. Oh no, they're friendly.
Transit passes at 2 minutes.
So you're the merchant that we just saved. What have you got for sale?
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
God, your prices are still pretty high. I'll buy one of those, and I think now we can definitely make that silver sword potentially with 3. I would hope so. Although maybe did the silver sword require 2 although, so maybe we do need to get a 4th one. We'll get it, and if we don't need it, then it's not the end of the world.
Farewell.
Various splinters coming on each other, but the Wraith took no heed. Transit pass.
Okay.
Interest you in a pass? Cheapest around, right here.
A pass. Yeah, what are these passes?
What kind of pass are we talking about?
You don't know. Redanians hold all the fords across the Pontar. Can't get through without a pass. But you're in luck. So happens I've got a few to sell.
What? Could dress up like Radovid and buy a gilded carriage for that much.
What am I to do if you can't afford it?
How much is he asking? 100? I don't even have that much. Let's try and haggle.
No deal.
Whoa, hold up. Might have a little work for you. Reduce the price for a job well done, eh?
Go on.
What kind of work?
Nearby. Just to the southeast. My sister's husband's got a business. He and some lads tidy up battlefields. Problem is, there's always swarms of shite bothering them. You know, in monsters drawn to corpses. Give them
Ghouls,
some
okay.
protection, and I'll swing you one beautiful discount.
Alright, we'll think it over.
All right, see what I can do.
We'll give it some thought. First, we'll hunt down that priest. He's got some explaining to do. Here he is.
Well, Witcher, have you completed your task?
What took them so long?
Why do you priests take an interest in the fallen so late?
The Church of the Eternal Fire's first duty is to the living. You've no notion of the work we did just after the battle. The wounded needed tending, refugees, pastoral care. We had sermons to deliver, donations to collect.
Relieved to hear it. What would the people have done without you?
Yeah, he's a good blagger, I'll give him that.
So, took care of the graves. Interesting, actually. One of the corpses proved to be quite, well, alive. And pretty talkative.
What do you mean?
Fist tech dealer. One of them survived. Had an awfully interesting story to tell.
Intriguing. I would purchase this story from you. For all time. Exclusively.
Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm.
You can hire me, but you sure as hell can't buy me.
Ah, an impasse. Then it will be cheapest to kill you.
Oh, I'd love to see you try.
We'll manage, Witcher or not. Take him!
Oh, you have no idea. Oh, he fell just by the Igni spell. Oh, you had no idea. Is he still alive? He's moving. I don't know if it's just the ragdoll. Either way, we told him not to mess with witches, that's for sure. So, fake papers. Yep, let's go ahead and see if we can protect these people from the ghouls. Okay. There's already a few of them here. Level 9 as well. I thought he was doing a Wilhelm scream then, but it was slightly different. These guys are tough though. Very tough. Gotta pay attention. Okay, it's one. Oh, we got level 4, didn't we, in the last episode? Oh, I need to remember to level up. That light attack bonus will help a lot. Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright, let's get this in here. We got 3 points to use as well. So let's put 1 in here. And now that unlocks this third row. So let's go through these real quick. So precise blows. Increases chance of landing a fast attack critical hit by 4% and fast attack critical hit damage by 25, okay. And this is the same thing with strong attacks. Fleet-footed, damage from hits received while dodging is reduced by 100%. Also, you still take damage when you get hit whilst dodge, unless you have this. Okay, that's good to know. Each bolt that hits its target adds 0.1 adrenaline points. We're not using crossbows that much, so I'm not too interested in this line specifically. Undying. When vitality reaches 0, adrenaline points will immediately be consumed to restore it. The amount restored is based on the number of adrenaline points used. This one, though, it's probably going to save us a lot. So we're going to put a couple points in this, and we're going to replace it with this one, which just increases our health by a little bit. But actually, maybe we just get rid of arrow deflection for now. I'm going to replace survival instinct for now. And we're going to go all red. And do we have anything different here? No, they're all essentially the same. Fine.
Oi! Hey there! Come here!
I'm here. What do you want?
What is it? Got work for you, because you look to me eyes like a witcher. Am I right?
What do you need?
Need from the men to finish their work unharmed. But we got corpse eaters coming out all the while. Rid us of them, and we'll give you a share.
Sure.
Deal.
Okay. Protect the scavengers from monsters. Alright.
Don't kill us. What are you staring at?
Here they come. Oh, these ones are level 7 though, so not quite as strong as the ones we just faced. Still pretty strong though. You can already see we're starting to do a lot more damage with our light attacks, thanks to equipping that ability. Which is good in missions like this, because you don't want to spend too long fighting the first group and then get overrun by the second wave. I don't know if you have to kill all of the first before the second arrive, or if it's like escalating effects. But something tells me that it's exponential. So we want to make sure we're dealing with waves as quick as possible so we don't get overwhelmed. Okay, so far so good. Let's drink some water. Make sure we're keeping track of our health. Don't want that to get too low. Even with the adrenaline point buffer. Oh, we got some rot fiends now. So these follow very similar AI patterns to drowners. So 2 light hits and then a heavy. It's usually pretty good. And that took care of him, no problem. Lucky you missed us there. Oh. Can't quite close enough distance to hit with a heavy attack when they back away. We got a couple more already. Oh, they just killed one of them. Not good. Oh, okay. Our silver soul's getting quite low, so we need to find a smith soon. Oh, this guy's level 9. Okay, it's a bit stronger. At least we got some backup now from the guards. That's nice. They'll create a nice distraction for us. Oh, okay. They made short work of that dog though. I am starting to... Oh, okay, we're really low. Hang on. Oh, that was close. Aha, so you saw the ability actually take effect there. You see how much we just healed? From that last hit. We healed almost back up to full health because we had so much adrenaline points reserved. So yeah, that's why that skill in particular is really nice to have in lengthy battles like this. Really can be the difference between staying alive or having to reload and do the fight all over again. These level 9 ones though take a beating. Which doesn't help the fact that our sword is getting really low on durability. Ouch. Oh, okay. Well, this guy was a tank. He took so many hits.
Thank you, sir. Saved our rides, you did.
Well, as many as I could.
Your pay and a share of the horse and who falls us to dig up the dead. Godspeed now.
Okay.
There's no corpse here.
Not listening about a few crowds.
Okay, I've got a little bit of loot to pick up here. God, still a fair few people died there though. That guard that came in with his 2 dogs, they didn't last very long.
Actually, don't really matter. Both kinds of corpses.
Okay, let's head back to that guy at the bridge.
Oh, you again? Looking for a pass? I've got a special price for you.
I killed the monsters. Oh, he didn't survive? Oh, are you serious? He's one of the ones that died? Oh, for God's sake.
I actually ran into your brother-in-law. Tended to the monsters too, but he was killed.
What? You pulling me leg? Forget my offer. It's off the table, you git.
Oh, crap. Okay. Alright. Quest failed. No. I didn't realize it was him that got killed there. That's a shame.
Not looking good, I tell you.
Alright, well it looks like we'll need to find other ways of getting past the bridge if the need arises to actually go that way. However, that is going to be it for this episode though, guys. So nice. That was good. We got quite a bit done. Quite a lot of story stuff out of the way. The plot is starting to thicken a little bit with the announcement of Ciri's return. So we'll explore a bit more of that and what's going on around the area of Velen in the next episode. But for now, I hope that whoever and wherever you are, you have a lovely rest of your day. And until next time, have a good one and take care. Bye.